Hodl, 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 save, build a, sound money, sound money.
money.
Hello,
Hello,
guys.
guys.
Yeah, it's Ugly Old Goat,
And me.
the Pope, and we're
I
here.
won't be comfortable calling myself that.
All right, well, I'll call you the Pope because I actually consulted you. Spoke ex cathedra this week, and
I
look, as
did.
soon as you spoke ex cathedra, look what
Oh.
happened. So, incidentally,
I just let it come through
let's
me,
show off.
man.
We show we are transparent. And we show warts and all here. My partial broke this week, so here I am with a great big smile. I got no front teeth. I don't know how this read through is going to go through.
We're both kind of dental.
And he's got his
challenged
yeah.
at this
So
point.
we're dental challenged. Our dentist is working on our mouths now, so hopefully they'll be restored
Look at
before the end of this
Ferdy
week. Yeah. So we're really ugly.
I've got my hillbilly look on, and you've got your.
See, big smile. Okay. It sucks getting old, guys.
Warts
It really does.
and all, guys.
So, but we're having fun with it is warts and all. And I thought I'd get through and read. We're going to do read throughs through my article. It's a way that we can share with the public because that's kind of where I built my following is off of Medium. We just started YouTube. Gosh, a year and a half or so after the Medium article. So I got to stay with my strengths. I'm not really good at YouTube yet, although these guys are getting a lot better at it. So technically, but my whole purpose is to hand this baby off to the youngsters. I'm just the old guy that's got a little bit to pass on, maybe. So I want to read this one because there's all this debate about gold and Bitcoin again. Of course, there's the Bitcoin haters that just don't think Bitcoin's sound money, and then you got the Peter Schiffs that just are almost completely blind to it. And I wrote, this is kind of a follow-up to my previous article. What was the name of that previous article? Something about the
Gold
go
standard.
go-
The gold standard restored.
just go to the right. Yeah, let's see what you can go to the. You can go back to restoration. I'll point it out. You can go there. Okay, go. No, there.
Restore. Yeah.
No, not that one. The other one. Here, go. Give it to me. I can do it. Oh yeah, yeah. Will Bitcoin foster the return of the gold standard within nation states? And I think it's a very real possibility. Is it likely? Probably not. But the thing is, if these governments ever want to get their credibility back, they're going to have to restore sound money, and the only way they can do it is through the gold standard.
I just think we're in an age where unlikely has taken on a new sort of meaning.
Right.
Or what's likely is more vague at this point.
Right. And where I got this, of course, was a follow-up because in this debate, if we go back to, the Bitcoin standard by Saifedean Ammous, who we all owe. In fact, he's the first Bitcoin standard bearer, and we all owe a lot to his book, which really laid a solid foundation. If we go back to his book, he actually outlined, if you really want to attack Bitcoin, the best way to do it would be if nations go back to a gold standard. And I think that would be a very effective attack. And I think it would be really interesting because now you would have a private money competing with government monies. And this is kind of the vision that F.A. Hayek had all along, was that he never thought that we would have competing standards, which we still have now, guys. We still have the shitcoin markets where everybody wants to be the standard, or instead of building on Bitcoin, they want their own. They want to inflate and create their own money. So that's what this is about. So I'll read through this article, and this is open to the public. And again, if you're new to us, go to uglyoldgoat.com. That's the website. Most of our articles on there. I don't know. We need to transfer some of the later ones over. We probably, but anyway, Medium or the website. Most of them are on the website, and that's all free material. We do have a subscription, but it's a tenth of a Bitcoin, which is quite a bit of money right now, about $5,500. And I'm not lowering the price because we're not looking for new members. We really don't need any more. We've got most of the members that we have bought their memberships when Bitcoin was about
Between
$34,000,
yeah.
$30 and $5,000, $3,500 and $5,000. So they paid $300 to $500, and they have a lifetime subscription. My life, not their life. And then we started the renewal subscriptions, and you just get 1 year. And in fact, we're doing a renewal now. We're getting ready to do a renewal.
Just talk to Shipley about it. That's right.
So you'll be if you're on the renewal membership, you'll be getting a notice. We'll probably what were $250? I think it was.
I think the 250.
$250.
We agreed on.
And we'll throw in some swag with that. We have
Got
anything
some
else we're
nice
going to
new
throw?
hats.
Yeah, we're going to throw anything else on. We were talking about something that if they
There-
renewed.
Ooh, there's some scholarships you're giving away.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, let's outline the scholarships. This is really for members right now. We're having a conference in August 11th or
11th
through the
to
15th, or
to
11th,
15th.
or actually 12th, 13th, 14th,
Right.
12th through the 15th.
Right. People arrive on the
But
11th.
2 days ahead of time, we're having workshops. Jimmy Song is going to have his programming Bitcoin conference, and we did offer as members. I bought 2 scholarships, and one of my Victor, who did the equity app, we gave one to him, and we offered it to the members. And guess
looks like
who
we
was
got a qualified one.
Yeah, I got a qualified. This is really not, what do they call that when you favor
Nepotism.
Now this looks like nepotism, but it wasn't, because it was open to anybody. But my son applied, and Aaron, the ugliest kid, and he is approved, because you have to know Python to get through and
Right.
do that thing. So he got a scholarship, and Victor got a scholarship. So, guys, you snooze, you lose.
Right.
So, and that was open for members who ever qualified. Another benefit that our members have is I did the same thing with Giacomo's node.
Running
in
Bitcoin.
running Bitcoin, and you wanted one scholarship.
I want one.
So you got one.
Eddie
wanted one. You want to do that, running a node?
Why not?
Okay, so we got 2 guys. I got 2 left. It will go to the first members, okay, that sign up. In fact, what I'll do is I'll make a priority the subscribing members. If you resubscribe,
That's one way to do it.
yeah, but kind of I'll have to, because do we have that set up yet, or they just have to kind of notify me, don't they?
Yeah, I think they'll just have to notify.
They'll
you
have to.
somehow.
How do they notify me?
Uh,
Support at Ugly Old Goat.
Yeah.
We got to do it by emails then.
Yeah.
Whoever emails us first.
Because you and I both suck at keeping up
Right,
with our
and so
Telegram.
like, well, that'd be one good way to do it. If you're going to subscribe, just let me know. Yeah, I'm going to subscribe, but I want a scholarship. So you'll get, for $250, you can get $1,000 value.
There you might.
But you got to come to the
Yeah, you gotta be coming to the conference as
and
well.
you'll have to spend an extra hotel night for the hotel, because
Yeah.
it's a 2-day conference. Or you can probably sleep on the floor here. I think probably be full here with everybody coming down here. But
But we also have we'll have it a bigger capacity by
yeah,
then.
we'll have a bigger.
We're
We'll have a
doing
bigger.
big stuff
We're
down here now.
we're fixing up a lot of stuff, guys. It's just hard to say. It's incredible what's going on. So, so you want to visit the website briefly?
Yeah, let's do that.
And this is not open to the public, so you guys, if you're looking at the public and you want to come to this
Well, we will
conference,
be
you can't.
opening
It
up
will be
soon,
opening
right?
up probably next week. We're offering it first to all of our members, and but it's going to be. We don't have all the prices down on it, but we pretty well decided.
We
Did you
more or
have
less
the-
landed on the prices
Yeah.
we need.
The 2-day, okay, the conference workshops, Jimmy Songs is, I think, $3,000
$3,000 if you buy it
early
and $4,000
if you wait.
if you wait.
And I've offered 2 of those, and they were gobbled right up. We've got Giacomo's going to do his.
We can have a look at those here.
Yeah, he's going to, and there'll be a link to those, but he's going to be doing his building a node. I bought some scholarships there, and you guys are taking 2, so we got 2 of them that are offered to members. The first come, first served basis. So if you've
Right.
already purchased a ticket, you'll jump in front of everybody. because
Yeah, that's the way.
that's the way it works. I mean, so if you want to come an extra day and learn building a node, I think he supplies the equipment and
it
everything.
gives you some hardware and stuff. Is how I.
And we'll have a
understand
link to his seminar too coming
Right.
up. The conference, the Bitcoin Standard Conference, actually the Canterbury dinner will then be that Wednesday night.
it, which will also be the speaker dinner. Right?
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
kind of
how
combination. All the speakers will be there.
Yeah,
And so you want to do that? That's going to be $300.
yeah, that's where we landed with
Right.
that. And 950.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then there's the Bitcoin Standard Conference. The conference itself will
Yep.
be on the 12th and 13th.
Bitcoin Standard, yeah, that's going to be 12th and 13th. And then we go from there, we go to the Horsepower Ranch. We're going to have the Wrecked But Not Ruined Adventure Tour, which is going to be wild. And that's what that's going to be about. And so that's it. You get the whole package. Each of those, the conference is $950. The adventure tour is $950. The carnivory dinner is $300. We'll do the whole package for $19.95.
Boom.
That's it.
And we're working on the sales link now. We only accept Bitcoin, obviously.
Yeah, we're only going to take Bitcoin, and we will be doing a VIP package, probably limited to just a handful.
Yeah, 10 at most.
10, I was thinking 5, but we'll see. But it won't, be like.
That's gonna be.
You'll
gonna
be,
be a big
yeah, it's
baller
going to be a
thing,
Bitcoin
right?
conference because it's going to be, you'll be able to sit around the California fire at night and chat with the speakers. It's a different we actually have, because families are coming, and we're actually going to be in 2 locations. The hotels where the conference is, so where most of the people will be staying. We will invite the VIP people can actually stay where most of the speakers will be staying.
Right.
I think some of the speakers will be at the conference, and some will be out at the winery.
Yeah.
So, and then we've got. Well, we'll just surprise everybody what's going on.
You'll see.
And then the Wrecked But Not Ruined Adventure Tour. That's going to be. It's kind of, what do you say? It's not camping.
It's
cabin,
glamping.
Glamping. It's really nice place, guys, and so
There's some.
yeah,
pictures here.
that's the LCA loaf.
No,
That's the
horsepower.
okay. That's the camp. I'm sorry. That is the Horsepower Ranch. So that is a beautiful big swimming pool. It's nice.
It's a really nice place.
It's a really nice place. And there we are in
The Razors.
yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a
restaurant.
good
Yeah.
time. Good time. Will be
That'll
had
be
by all.
those 2 nights. And the speakers. Well, we've got a good
Ooh.
outline. We're hoping to have a lot more speakers. Right now, we can live with these, but we're hoping to be able to double the capacity.
Right.
And if we can do that, then instead of having speakers, we want to have panels.
We're hoping to.
And
We're
so
trying to work
it won't be
something.
a speaker list. It'll rather be a panel list. And of course, we have the infamous Mad Bitcoin that's going to be the official MC, Thomas Hunt, which he's the only one I could ever have for an MC because he's the original MC for anybody that started out in Bitcoin anyway. And so I think I also invited Bitcoin Motors. He's going to be hopefully running some panels. And then with the superstars here, we got Coach Tone and Jimmy Song, and we got Giacomo, and we got Knut and David Puel, and he's
Excuse me.
from Mexico City or Pueblo, I
Right.
think. Speak Spanish. We got to
Spanish
have a
speaker,
token.
yeah. We gotta have a token Spanish.
speaker here. So we'll have more than that. I think Victor will probably be running some panels too.
I think
Victor
Juan
Villacana.
speaks
Juan
Spanish.
speaks
Do we
Spanish.
have his email so I can add him to it?
And we've got
We've got
Joachim
Joachim Book.
Book and Knut. So
Oh
It-
yeah. Oh.
Bitcoin Rabbi, yeah,
Oh.
he's not. He notified us he won't be appearing in person, but
Right.
he's willing to appear remotely. So
Yeah.
if we get everything else, he'll probably be there. But he just notified
some
us last
form.
week he's got a family thing that he's now committed to, and
I don't
I
know.
think it's the in-laws family. You know, you can't get out of that one. So we get it. So that's where we're at. Of course, we have one golf too, and that's just the beginning.
We'll
And
be adding more.
we're
as we go
adding more
along
and
here.
more and more and more. So,
And we've got the Bitcoin Standard Bearer Award.
yes.
Award ceremony.
Yeah, we just now. I know Tyler won't be showing up except in spirit, but Saifedean said no, but he might appear remotely or
Yeah,
and
so
he
we're
might change-
we're gonna try to work.
We're gonna make this into a thing that as we get closer and closer to the date. More and more people are going to want to be
show
at
up,
this
I
thing
think.
because it's going to be. We want this to be the event of 2021, and I think we can pull it off.
We're trying our best.
We're gonna try our
darndest,
best.
That's for sure.
So, all right. So I think we're done with that introduction. Let's go back to the serious work at hand.
And we will be awarding.
Oh
2020.
yeah, to be announced, the Bitcoin Standard Bearer of 2020, and we are working. You want to share a little of the some of the art? We're going to have a resident sculptor. Can you have that picture? We can kind of share for a minute.
What? We can try and see where
I think it's
we
in,
have that. In
yeah,
the,
I think I put it in the incidentally too, as a member you're on, we have our trading lounge group, and so we do I post all my trades there, which I just got all my trading record from Evolve. So look at that.
boom.
Yeah, that's finished, and you can see in the background we're working on Saifedean, and the sculpture is going to be moving here in June,
I'm well impressed with this. I
and
gotta
it's
say.
really good stuff. And at any rate, that's what we're going to be doing.
That's part of what we're working.
Part
on.
of what we're working on. There's going to be a lot more, but like I say, as we go, we're just going to keep going where we're going. So, all right, so
Let's get down to it.
let's go do the public reading here. And I renamed this. I did call it our hodlers, the new user activated soft port, and when we can vote with our feet. But then I wanted to really change it because I really got this from Saifedean's book. He said, if you really want to attack Bitcoin, the way to do it is just governments can restore sound money, and the use case will diminish. It won't go away. I think it creates a new use case, and it just might keep government. I think it acts as a governor to keep governments honest. So, at any rate, so we'll read this. Restoration of the gold standard is the ultimate anti-fragile test for Bitcoin. This isn't from me, guys. This is what Saifedean and Ammous wrote. There's a very real risk in the general trend of the Bitcoin community towards compliance and partnership with governments, yet it appears to be a controllable risk. The markets of 2021 are embracing jurisdictional regulation, apparently hoping for a new metamorphosis by partnering with governments. This is a dangerous game, but I also understand such conformity promotes widespread usage. And that's why I kind of flipped a little bit and decided to buy into the INEX security.
Right.
I'm going to call it a shit coin. We'll call it security.
A security.
Security. How's that one? Okay. But in the end, it is prudent and it is up to the prudent and successful hodlers to limit exposure in any jurisdiction. Guys, anything you have on an exchange is at risk. Okay, don't put too much on an exchange. This is in line with and follows the precedent of user-activated soft fork. And I don't really understand the back end, so maybe I'm stretching that analogy, but I think there's a little validity to it. It's the users that really got Sedgwick in.
Right.
Because they threatened to do it, and that's kind of like this is, by entering the national jurisdiction, for example, I am in Mexico, I am in the United States. I
Right.
pay taxes in Mexico. I pay taxes in the United States. And
Those are
when I arbitrage, I'm not selling. I'm not a money transmitter because I'm doing it among me. I'm me here, and I'm me in another jurisdiction. And so, as a successful trader, I pay taxes every year, and I don't evade taxes, but I do try and avoid them. I have an accountant that is pretty good at so far minimizing them, and you know, I'm sure someday they'll probably get audited and they might challenge some things, but that's just the way the game's played, guys. By entering a national jurisdiction, you agree to follow the rules of that jurisdiction. In that sense, we agree to render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. So there's a picture of some butterflies, and there's the risk, guys. You have this beautiful butterfly, and here comes a Mack truck, and there you go. You're dead in the water. So I thought that was a pretty good analogy. Let's go up a little bit. So, up one paragraph. Up, yeah, okay. It is this flexibility in action by Bitcoin hodlers, not compliance, that has the power to make nations jealous and transform them into jurisdictions that offer sound money in the same way that user-activated soft fork demonstrated the decentralized attributes of Bitcoin. The alternative to sound money is not pretty, and the task that lies ahead is not easy. Neither I nor anyone else has a monopoly on the solution. That's what this wonderful thing of denationalization of money and competition in currencies is all about, guys. The first Bitcoin standard bearer, Saifedean Ammous, recognized that the restoration of the gold standard provides the most effective attack on Bitcoin. And here it is. Chris quoted it right out of his book. A more promising way of attacking Bitcoin is through undermining the economic incentives to use it. To attempt to attack or destroy Bitcoin in any other of the ways mentioned earlier is highly unlikely to succeed because it conflicts with the economic incentives that drive the use of Bitcoin. Hypothetically, if the entire world's banking and money systems were replaced with those of the gold standard in the late 19th century, where individual freedom and hard money were paramount, the demand for Bitcoin would likely subsides significantly. And that's quoted right from his book, pages 249 and 50. This begs a question for all Bitcoin standard bearers. What is our ultimate goal? And I thought this was really good, and I did a poll, and I wasn't surprised by the poll because everybody has, your bias shows. And,
very much.
And the Bitcoin, what would you choose, the Bitcoin standard or sound money? Well, guys, I love Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is sound money, but if something better does come along, I'm going to go with the sound money. That's
right.
what competition's about, okay? But you don't need to tell me about it. Just show me. And it's going to be real hard to be the longest chain with proof of work and the security that Bitcoin offers. My own preliminary polling on Twitter suggests that the vast majority prefers the Bitcoin standard over the sound money. And that's because Twitter's all Bitcoin. It's not,
right.
Yeah. Could it be that Bitcoin maximalist millennials have the same blind spot as boomers like Peter Schiff, but in reverse? So you see the poll there, and we got, do you support an attack on Bitcoin by restoring the gold standard with nation states to restore sound money? And most people said, no, they don't support it. Well, I would. My goodness, there'd be better money than we've got in the fiat system. And now I can actually take my Bitcoin and be more productive in a nation that has sound money.
And if there is an attack that works out there, trying to keep it away from Bitcoin isn't really going to save anyone.
Right. It's not.
It's going to make it hurt more in the end if it would work.
And then I just did a follow-up with that poll. You can scroll down a bit and we'll look at the second poll. What do you advocate? The Bitcoin standard? 62% said yes. The gold standard, nobody wants that one. Or sound money, okay? I'm in that 34%, guys. I want sound money. Is Bitcoin sound money? Yeah, it is. Is gold sound money? Yeah, it is. You know, I think Bitcoin's better, but, you know, that's why we want the competition. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, but let us digress. While F.A. Hayek advocated denationalization of money, and there's a link to his book, you can read it free. I think the Mises Institute has it online. Competitions in currencies and the emergence of free market banking as an alternative to national currencies. He never went so far as to claim such a movement would replace national currencies or central banking. Rather, he foresaw one private standard emerging that would compete with the national currencies. Will Hayek's theory prevail? Well, it certainly flies in the face of Murray Rothbard's Aristotelian view expressed in the concept of anarcho-capitalism and his concept of gold socialism outlined in his view of the case for 100% gold dollar. Murray Rothbard was he actually considers anything other than 100% reserve as fraud.
Right.
And I disagree with that. But he would actually make it criminal and impose that view on everybody. And I think the market can work that out much better than Murray Rothbard or any of the rest of us. And there's an article that I dug up from, I think, 1985, where Hayek kind of revises his statement. He makes it clear that he sees just one standard emerging, and the competition will be in that standard, and the competition will be with national currencies. And I see that's what's developing, guys. I think so far he's right on his theory. Well, we're not done with this experiment yet, but
Right.
that's what it looks like. So this is nothing new. I call it the fractional reserve debate. Interestingly, the fractional reserve debate that was prevalent a generation ago in the gold standard space remains a point of contention in the Bitcoin standard space. We never called it space back 40 years ago. This is a modern lingo.
It's gonna, and
Yeah,
I think
space.
even the Bitcoin standard space is dude. It
That was
has an
never
iffy
considered
definition.
space, but we're in the space age. So this seems to be an in-house sound money debate that transcends both gold and Bitcoin. And my mentor, E.C. Harwood, addressed the issue and never referred to sound commercial banking as a fractional reserve, since the creation of non-inflationary purchasing media is limited to an estimation of particular new goods offered in the marketplace. It is 100% backed by gold and all other goods coming into the marketplace. The backing is the estimation or art of the marketplace. The market is actually regulating the money supply and what happens even with labor change. But I think I can do it better than the market. We need to have an 80% reserve or 100% reserve or a 20% reserve. Oh, so here's what Harwood has to say about that. We'll just read him because he made it pretty simple. Among the gold standard advocates are found the 100% reserve proponents who would restrict the purchasing media to use to gold and perhaps silver coins or paper money, and to checking accounts directly representing these. They would go back to medieval times before the earliest beginnings of sound commercial banking. How they would cope with the flood of products being marketed in a modern industrial civilization, they do not suggest, nor do they seem to realize that a problem might exist. Others among the gold standard advocates offer a simplistic solution, raising the price of gold or restoring convertibility of currencies to gold. They seem not to realize that a huge volume of inflationary purchasing media exists and is polluting the money supplies of the world, just as would multiple billions of counterfeit currency. Few add to this simplistic solution a proposal for removing excess purchasing media from circulation, deflating, and thereafter prudently applying the basic principle of sound commercial banking. An art that mankind once acquired has been lost. This assertion does not imply that the art in question has been developed to perfection. Wise men do not hope to achieve perfection. They aim at solutions that work passably well in the real world and try and improve upon them, more nearly to perfect the application of basic principles discovered and preserve the best of what already has been achieved while striving to achieve even better results. Until the art of commercial banking becomes a science, and like most of man's studies of human behavior, that is a long way in the future, can we do better than revive the lost but not entirely forgotten procedures that once worked so relatively well, in contrast with the international money model we have today? And that's in that great work which is referred there to, The Lost Art of Commercial Banking. And there's a picture of my mentor who, all right. Now here's me. As the gold standard emerged, there was no fractional reserve gold standard decreed by governments. They didn't decree anything. Okay, this thing just emerged. The bankers figured out. For example, if your bank was financing like the cruise ship companies, when COVID
Right.
goes, you got a bunch of bad loans out there, and people are going to be
You're in trouble
You're
now
in
if you-
trouble, and they're going to be asking for their Bitcoin with your note, and that. There are ways you can pass on those risks, guys, but that's to make it simple. That's why I'm trying to explain it that way. So the money supply was determined by banks creating non-inflationary, self-liquidating commercial paper that represented an estimate of all production, including gold, coming into the marketplace. Gold simply acted as a governor when the market participants perceived that individual banks overestimated the value of the specific underlying production. It was only later, when the gold standard was nationalized, that governments decreed fractional gold reserves, creating the business cycle by perverting sound commercial banking that originally evolved in the marketplace. And now I go to Henry Hazlitt because he recognized this, and it was actually when people that they'd have problems. So, but well, we need to guarantee every bank is required to have this reserve. Well, once they set that standard, then they got off the principle of the regulation, and they would inflate from that new standard. It had nothing to do with the marketplace anymore. They actually, they didn't like the market. People don't like the marketplace to work. They want it to work the way they want it to work.
Right.
So as Henry Hazlitt points out, it is the fixed reserve by government fiat that took the regulation of the money supply from the marketplace for perceived prevailing expedient bureaucratic whim. And here's Hazlitt. But what happens is, as long as fractional gold reserve or gold standard is being nominally maintained, is that the milder rate of inflation is less noticed, and even many monetary economists are inclined to view it as complacency. This is partly because they have a reassuring theory of what is happening. The amount of currency and credit, they say, is responding to the needs of business. The loans on which the deposits or Federal Reserve notes are based represent real goods. A manufacturer of widgets, for example, borrows a 6-month loan from his bank to meet his payroll and other production costs. Then when he sells his goods, he pays off the loan with the proceeds, and the credit is canceled. It is self-liquidating. The money is therefore sound. It cannot be overissued because it increases and contracts with the volume of business activity. What this theory overlooks is while the individual loan may be self-liquidating, this is not what happens of the total volume of credit outstanding. Manufacturer Smith's loan has been repaid, but under the fractional reserve system, the bank, as a result of this repayment, now has excess reserves, which is entitled to relend. Of course, if the bank is fully lent up, even under a fractional reserve system, it cannot extend further credit. But when a substantial number of banks are seen to be nearing this point, pressure comes from all sides, from the banks and their would-be borrowers, and from the government money authorities and the politicians who have appointed them to lower the reserve requirements again or further. And if nothing has gone wrong so far with the existing fractional reserve, indeed, there seems to be no harm in reducing the fraction further. It will permit a further expansion of credit, reduce interest rates, and prevent threatened business recession. In sum, to repeat, a fractional reserve system, once accepted, and that's why I'm against any fractional reserve, but there should be no reserve requirements, must be periodically bring about business and political pressure for a further reduction of the fractional reserve required. The bottom line, really, guys, is that as hodlers, the only thing we can control is our hodl. We can't control what's going on in various national jurisdictions. We can't control government monetary policy. We can control our hodl. And we don't control the political whims within national jurisdictions. And while this may seem to be a position of weakness, it is time for hodlers to realize it's really where our strength lies in the long run. We know that those national jurisdictions that provide sound money and personal freedom, we are far more likely to be provided with long-term opportunities to risk our hodl, thereby increasing the supply and decreasing the demand for hodl. We'll actually go into those and spend, at least we'll collateralize things that we do using our Bitcoin. So it frees up that
Something you
Bitcoin.
like to do.
That Bitcoin somewhere is in their system being collateralized. And that's what I'm doing now with my gold trade, but we'll get into that later. Restoration of the gold standard is the ultimate anti-fragile test for Bitcoin. While the restoration of the gold standard may be a promising attack on Bitcoin, the very fact that Bitcoin exists can act as a safety valve or governor to keep government fiat money sound. What an irony it will be if Bitcoin brings back sound money through the restoration of the gold standard and becomes the new governing mechanism to keep the game honest. What a different world we would be in if F.A. Hayek's vision is correct. Guys, it's possible. I'm just opening it up to you. You know, don't close your mind to what's on the horizon here. We don't know. And, you know, let's make these governments jealous. And it'd be great if they wanted to start competing with Bitcoin.
I think it's an interesting notion.
Yeah. So anyway, that's it. And so in that regard, let's go look at the gold market because that thing's finally, after struggling,
Finally taking off.
Finally taking off. One thing I've been recommending, guys, and I think was when I got out of, whoa, it sounds like I got a grandchild here. Is that
Sounds
you,
like we got
Nicole? Is
company.
that you, Eon? Huh? I hear him. I don't see him. You want to be on the show? Or are you going to play with the pinball? All right.
I think you're being snuck up on.
And I get, oh, here, come on over here. There's this guy right here. Come on up here. You can sit on Grandpa's lap. Join in. All right. Oh. Oh. Wow, we got the Escalade. Wow. I just got a note. The Escalade is here. Oh, guys, we're getting all kinds of cars for this conference. So everybody's you're going to be the goat lady, she gave up her truck for an Escalade. She's making her sacrifice for the conference. So I guess they'll be wanting some funds tomorrow. Good thing I sold some Bitcoin today. All right. So, at any rate, do you have anything you want to say? What? You can say it in Spanish.
Hello.
Hello, that's good Spanish. All right. So, all right. So one of the things I've been recommending, one thing I see is going to be emerging more and more this year is you're going to have more. Oh, there you are. We're going to see more and more assets being offered, and you can use Bitcoin to collateralize yourself to acquire those assets. And
You've been doing that.
Yeah, and I've been doing that in gold. I've actually been buying. I've had a long. This is my third try and finally have a winner. I'm up about 3 Bitcoin now.
Something like that.
Yeah, but there's the weekly chart. You want to scroll that out? And I'm kind of showing what I'm looking at. You show them that great big old. There we go. Look at that. That's a 10-year cup, and we have a handle here that's been a little over, been about 9 months now since we made that peak. And, you know, this isn't confirmed until we make new highs, but.
I think it's extra visible on the monthly.
Yeah.
It's really
there, you
really
can see it here. And this look, again, guys, look. We're not here bragging. I missed the Bitcoin move from 20,000 to 60,000. But I took 5,000 last year and ran it into 1.7 million, and it's all documented to the members. So, you know,
we all watch.
You're not going to catch every move, and there's guys that are a member. They're better traders than I am, but I'm not that good a trader. I manage the funds. You know, it's okay to get wrecked. Don't get ruined. I got wrecked twice so far in gold, and hopefully this time I don't. But yeah, show that. Get on the Twitter and show them that ex-cathedra post that you did. I said, yeah, I don't know how to use all these things like trading view and stuff.
Amazing
So
chart.
he did an amazing chart. I said, just try to do a right angle. There it is. This is our TA, and okay, so the Pope. He spoke ex cathedra. He created this. Is that a prediction, or is that just a right angle? Right? Is that just geometry, or what is? How did you come up with this? Was it revealed to you?
I just let them speak through me.
What spoke to you?
Who knows?
That's what I don't know. What kind of entities? I think you have alien entities in you.
Anal alien entities.
Yeah. So That's what I'm saying. Use
I think
private
it's-
sound money to as collateral to purchase government sound money. Wow, that's what I'm doing here. So I don't know if gold will be readopted, but you know what? I think what will happen is that all they have to do is threaten to restore the gold standard, and it's going to have, Bitcoiners jumping. So it's going to be really funny with Bitcoiners. They're going to promote Bitcoin over sound money. And,
Some of them already do.
yeah, that's something to do. And I can say it's almost like the
It's
Peter
that-
Schiff mentality in reverse.
That is the ultimate paradox, right?
It is. It really is.
A Bitcoiner that isn't.
In
for
fact, they
sound
hate
money.
gold.
Right.
They actually are. They consider it a barbarous relic, just like kings. Well, guys, I'm not going to fight with 5,000 years of history, and I'm saying I think gold has its place, and I think it is very useful within national jurisdictions, particularly. And so we'll see what happens.
And it
here.
just has different qualities.
It has
You know,
different-
there's just
It can be, and there can be different kind. But I'll
there's
look,
just a fundamental different nature.
and
to
we
Bitcoin
don't
and
know
gold.
if Bitcoin will just, like Michael Saylor, he says it's really not a currency anyway; it's an asset.
Right.
And it's a hard money asset. We're not close to having it being used as maybe we're closer than I think, but I think Bitcoin will only be used as cash. With I think hodlers are actually, it's almost like the new kings, and I think that the hodlers will figure out a way to develop Bitcoin Cash where it can be used free. Because they're hodlers and they can do it. It's worthwhile to provide that free service to people that aren't as familiar about what sound money is, because we're learning this thing as we go along.
Right.
And I might be wrong, but we shall see. And
There was an interesting. I think it was Jimmy Song's Bitcoin fixes this episode today with American Hodl. That it was just an interesting listen about how he was talking a lot about his previous experience in the movie industry and how a sound money could restore a better quality of product to many different.
I need to watch that episode.
Yeah, it's audio.
Yeah, you think American Hollow ought to come to the conference?
I've suggested it a few times. Yeah, I think
Okay.
he's got some interesting views. He's
Guys,
he's an interesting person.
This is just the beginning of the speaker list, and hopefully, as we're hoping to be able to expand this conference. Right now, we're taking what we can get, hoping things will really open up.
Yeah, we've been confined right now to a certain amount of attendees, but we're hoping and very much believe we're going to double that at least.
Yeah.
So,
But other than that, the freedom down here is tremendous.
it's incredible. It's,
I mean,
it's just from what I'm hearing, there's no place like it right now.
Yeah. So that's it. If we got anybody who has questions, we have.
Let's have a look, see what they're saying. Where is my mouse?
And then we'll keep this
Oh,
short
no.
because sounds like I got to go look at a car tonight and pick it up tomorrow.
I think we're out of battery on the mouse.
So this is on top of the Bronco. I like that little Bronco I got.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Hello, Jimmy.
All right.
All right, no questions.
Good question. All right.
Oh, that's beautiful. That was an 8-minute read that we bashed out in an impressive. I can't even tell.
All right. Well, we're done.
in an impressive hour, yeah.
We've on an hour. We haven't been on
50
an
minutes.
hour. Well, then let's end it.
For an 8-minute
We've gone way too long already.
We've given Eddie something to edit.
There you go. We won't.
If you don't have nothing to say, talk about the employees have to do the things that they have to do.
Oh, you want here? You want to see? Okay, you want to come down here here's the one that cracks the whip. The goat lady's there. Yeah, you don't have to talk about the employees that aren't doing what they're supposed to do. Why is that a constant problem?
Why is that? Yeah. Why is that a conversation we keep having? It's
Yeah, why is it? Oh well.
Well, we won't burn the YouTube universe with that. That's maybe a bit
All
too
right.
boring, but
All
yeah.
right. Well, we're out of here. We're done. Enjoy this. This is the last time we hope that you'll see us toothless.
All dentally challenged. All right.
We're
yeah,
dentally challenged the imaginative idiots. What?
Okay, are you showing something but we don't see anything?
I got problems more than just with my teeth. Okay. Hello, Nicole. You want to come over here to Grandpa? I can show you off too. Come on over here. Nicole.
I need batteries, Eddie.
Nicole.
Yep.
My cutie pie. Where are you?
She's coming.
Okay. Hello.
Oh.
What?
Mira, Nicole.
What's up?
You gotta
What do
say
you
something,
think?
Nicole?
You want to go pick up that new? You want to pick up that car tonight?
Nicole, aquí está la cámara.
All right.
We're
Well, we're
being
out of here, guys. It
overrun
looks
by
like we got,
family.
yeah, we got a lot of things going on, as you can tell, not just the conference. So thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the read. Stay tuned for this conference. It's not open to the public. It's going to be open to our members for a few more days.
And
Then
then
the
we'll go
speaker,
public.
we'll go to the speakers and their followers, and then if we have any tickets left, it will be open to the public. If you really want to come to this conference, just sign up and become a member. And yeah, if you sign up through a member or sign up through one of the speakers, you
Link
get a
below.
15% discount. So if you want to support Jimmy's Song or Tone or Juan Gall or anybody, just sign up through them. All right, we're out of here. Thanks for tuning in.
We're out of here in a minute when the mouse works again.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What?
See the car, she said.
Oh, you gonna see the car? Yeah, let's go see that car. Let's go see
See
that
you next
car.
time, guys.
So long.